Yeah, YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you a new episode of well, we don't know if it'll be a series or not, but I think this will actually record while I'm on my laptop without, lagging and too much. I don't know. I guess we'll find out as time goes on. But this is 7 Billion Humans. It is made by Tomorrow Corporation, I believe. I'm trying to remember. This is the same people that made the other series that I had on my channel that we got so far, and then we had an issue, and then we never resumed it, just because we would have had to start completely over. But that series was a human resource machine, which is really fun, and it kind of teaches you the concepts behind programming. This one does the exact same thing, except for instead of just being a single process where you can controlling just a single little person, you're doing parallel processing where lots of these little people are going to be working at the same time. Let's go ahead and get started just so we can get rid of this music. So let's go ahead and choose. I'm not a little old man, not a woman. I kind of like the little girl with pigtails. We could do red or green. I think in our human resource machine we did green. Maybe we'll be the same girl. We'll continue. This is Tazzy! This is me, it's Tazzy! Woohoo! Looks just like you. Yes. Well, not in real life. But that's okay. Okay, one of the first things we need to do, one sad thing about this, I like having just a little bit of ambiance with the music way low in the background. This only has an on-off option. So we're going to have to turn it off. Just because, one, it's really loud and you won't be able to hear anything else. So we're going to have lots of lulls of quietness without any kind of filler in the background. I apologize for that. But we're just trying to get something up. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. So it looks like in phase 1 here we have you're hired. If we scroll up, you can see this actually says it has quite a bit more than the previous version. I think the previous one, like human resource machine, didn't go very far. I think it went up like 3 of these things, and this goes up 4. So much better, I guess. But anyway, so you start out, and let's just go ahead and check this out. I think this is going to be a cut scene. Generally where you see these little coffee cups is like a little cut scene that introduces you. So let's go ahead and start. You're hired.
Hey, you! Are you a hard-working farmer? Let machines do that for you. Are you a hard-working coal miner, truck driver, or coffee shop employee?
When I do that, I'll drink my water.
Let machines do that for you.
Well, actually...
Tastes like progress.
But aren't there any good jobs left for hard-working families like us?
You'll never need to work again. Machines have provided unlimited free energy, unlimited fast, clean transportation, unlimited free nutritious food. You're completely free to do whatever you want. A marvelous modern utopia.
But we want good-paying jobs.
Okay, creating jobs.
You want jobs? You will have jobs. They will be the best jobs. Huge. Believe me, you have never seen so many jobs.
Where can we get these jobs?
Just show up on
That shows how
Monday.
current
The
this is.
machines
They even have
created
a
enough jobs
President
for
Trump
every
robot.
single person on the planet and the whole family to enjoy.
I have a PhD in medieval French literature.
Even the most useless skills can be put to work in the new office building visible from space. Congratulations, all 7 billion humans on the planet. You're hired.
Yep, Tomorrow Corporation. Now, just so you know, some other games these guys do is, I think, World of Goo and Little Inferno. Alright, so let's welcome our new employee. Welcome, new employees. You're late. Everyone is already here. They're just standing, blinking, waiting for your instructions. This isn't about just you anymore. You're the boss of all these workers. They will do whatever you say. So let's see how fit the workforce is, or this workforce is. Please just have everyone pick up their individual green data cube and drop it again. Let's see those little arms put to good use. Yes, there's nothing like an early success to inspire confidence. Okay, so if you remember Human Resource Machine, what you're doing is you're basically programming. In a Human Resource Machine, there was one little person that would run from the inbox to the outbox, and then there was like a temporary storage in the middle on the floor. Well, with this, now you have 3 people, and they all work simultaneously. They're parallel processing. So when we tell them to, for example, pick up, although they probably have to, I don't know if they have to be on the square or they kind of look far away. Let's just try running that real quick. Nope, they don't have anything to pick up. So it looks like, so as you can see here, all 3 of them did the job at the same time. So let's go ahead and stop that. So the first thing we need to do then is actually step, and it looks like we get to say where they're stepping. So we're going to say step forward, then we're going to pick up, and then we're going to drop. Whoops. Boy, that's kind of sensitive. Just barely drop over it. So we're going to step forward, which should put us either right on top of it or just barely in front of it. We're going to pick it up, and we're going to drop it just like it asks us to do. Let's see if this works. Oh, man. No. Yes, stunning work, everyone. Yes, stunning work, everyone. These workers are clearly experts at picking up and putting stuff down again. Yay! So we're going to continue the elevator and go to the next level. So obviously it's teaching you. So these first few levels, probably up to about here, is mostly, well, actually probably right here, is going to be training you in some of the way things you can get them to do. So let's do transport squad and see what we can do. So here it says, hey, you guys up there, that's a line of data cube. That line of data cubes is too far away to read. He can't read very far because he's got glasses on. He needs better glasses, I guess. Please tell the workers to move the entire line of data cubes down 2 tiles. Just set it right between those nice potted plants. We can see it a little easier. These glasses aren't just for looking handsome, you know. Okay, so now in this case we need to go ahead and step forward. Right? So we need to go forward 1. We need to pick them up, and then it looks like we just need to step 2 more. Right? Forward and forward. And then we need to drop them. Whoop, not there. So I think that should do it. We pick it up here. We go 1, 2, and then we just drop. Let's try it. Ta-da! That's more like it. I like icons on it. Whoops. I need to go grab my glasses real quick. I need glasses too, because I can't read. So give me just 1 second. Alright, I got them. Oh, they're kind of dirty. Okay, so, like icons on a desktop, deliberate positioning is everything. This is dirty. My son must have touched them. Excellent work. Your presence is requested on the next floor. So let's go on. Look at this. We are already advancing. We're on the 4th floor. I don't know if that means like, oh, year 4. So each floor is a year. I just read a book on mindfulness meditation. Oh, that's better. So important. I'll let you borrow it later. I would like to completely clear my mind. And also the room. All data cubes and workers must be cleared away so I can concentrate. Workers, please pick up the data cube next to you. And just keep walking until you exit the room through one of those convenient holes right over on the right side. What's at the bottom of those infinite holes? Yes, that's a very good question to think about while meditating. You got a new command. Jump! No, your workers will not actually jump into the air. This is not one of those games. Here, this will tell you all about it. So here you can see if we drag a thing into this, we can see what it does. Jump is to a new location within your program. You can jump backwards to create loops, or you can jump forwards to skip entire sections. The possibilities are endless. So there's our new guy. So what we need to do, now I guess they do need a step forward one still. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to pick up first. Step forward. And this time we're stepping this way. And then once we pick them up, we're going to step forward again. And we could count this till probably, because I imagine once this guy falls down, he's going to fall out of the program. He's not going to try and step forward because he's falling. So we could put like 50 step things in here, or however, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we'll get rid of everyone. Or what we can do is use the handy little jump and say, okay, so when we get here, we want to jump here. And now this is called an endless loop. If you've watched my Taz Teaches, and we talk about for loops and while loops and do loops, this is kind of what that is. Now, this one, usually with a jump, you have some kind of condition that gets you out of the jump or out of the loop. This, basically, once they fall down the hole, they can't go forward anymore, so I guess it's going to call it good. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's speed them up. And there they go. I am an ocean. I am an autumn forest. I am a sunset. I am hungry. Anyone want to get lunch? Anyone? Alright, so there we go. Important decisions. So this is going to be our decision stuff using if statements probably. Okay, let's all ask ourselves a little question. Would you prefer an instant shrieking splattering doom or going to a really fun office birthday party? Well, now you have a new command to help you decide. Everybody, let's all take a look at our left. So if we look to his left, we see a giant hole. Her left, there's a cube. His left, there's a cube. Her left, there's a walkway and then a giant hole. And to our right, and then we kind of have the opposite. On one side, you have a nice data cube illuminating the way towards the office party. On the other side, you have Eternal Doom. Use your new if command to locate which side has the data cube. And continue walking in that direction until you fall in the nice safe hole that will take you to the office party. Choose wisely. I'll see you there. Okay, so now we have the if. If we click on that, we'll see that we use this command to run certain commands in some cases and other commands in other cases. You can add extra conditions by clicking the ... once the if command is placed in your program. So if we take an if, so first thing we need to do is if we just tell everyone to walk this way, he falls off the edge. She'll walk on top of her cube, he'll walk on top of the cube, she walks away from the cube. We can't have that. So I think our first thing is going to be the if. And we want to check if to this side is equal. Now if you watched my Taz Teaches stuff in programming logic or the Java, we talk about how you are doing a condition. So if, and then this part right here is the condition. So we're saying if to your left equals, and they use equals because a single equals is an assignment operator. So equals is a conditional operator. And we want to say is a data cube. So if there is a data cube on that side, then we probably need them to step that way, right? Pick up the data cube. Oops, pick up the data cube, pick up the data cube. and then we want them to keep stepping that way until they fall down the hole. So then we want to do our quick little jump. Like that, I believe. Then what we need to do is, because this is going to do basically, yeah, it's going to basically do one. Now, if we were to try and have this loop again, which we are going to have it loop, because they're going to have to do it more than once, the next time it loops, if we didn't have this step here to have them go until they fall down the hole, the next time it comes up, no one's going to have the cube because they're holding it in their hands, so it's no longer to their left. So if we ran this, our guy here and our girl here should run off the edge and fall. And you can see this guy and this guy are checking the location to their left, and it's failing. So they're just going to keep checking forever and ever. So what we need to do now that those guys have fallen off is we need to basically replicate this exact same thing. And we could do it with another if, but there's only two conditions here. Either it's this, if it's not that, it's going to always be that the cube is on their right. If there was a chance there was, you know, one below or one above, then we'd actually probably have a complete new if statement down here like so, and do the same thing. We could do that, but it's not necessary in this case. So what we want to do is other words, or else, we want them to step this way, pick up the cube, and then step this way again, and whoops, not, and then jump. So now we should see these guys will pick up theirs. Once they're gone, these guys should pick up theirs. Because yeah, because this loop here is going to keep these guys, once they pick up their cube, they're just going to walk off. Then once they're no longer there, it'll go off and it'll jump again. It'll do the condition. It'll say, nope, no one has that. So it'll do this one, and it'll do the opposite. At least that's my guess. Oh, actually, they went all of these. It's parallel. Completely parallel. Yes, congratulations. This was truly a feat of engineering. I'm not feeling like attending the party, but you guys have fun. Alright, continue the elevator. Oh, we're almost to our last year before we have the split up here. Little Exterminator. Little Exterminator. I'm learning programming. In fact, I already solved this assignment for you. Well, sort of. The worker is supposed to go pick up that cube down below without falling into the holes. But something's wrong. So I'll allow you to fix it for me. Let's watch what happens together. So she's checking the spots to the side. Okay, so it looks like they're saying when there's a hole here, then she steps down, but we don't want her to do that. So it looks like, look, comment. So this, the only part that's actually checking is right here. So we can see it saying if the block to your, so if the block to your right is nothing, so when she's here, the block to her right is nothing, then it skips this section and starts going here. However, what we probably want to check is if the block below exists. So if we change this, I guess we have to step through the program to see where it's at. So here you can see we're on our step to the left, right. Now we're doing our if condition. So she's going to check if this spot right here is empty, and of course it isn't. So she's going to walk there, and she's going to do it again, and she's going to do it again. But now, as you can see, this is no longer true. The step here is nothing. So now what it needs to do is, so if that equals nothing, oh no, there's a hole. There's not a, isn't there a hole thing or something like that? I can't remember. Yeah, a hole. So this is, nothing means that there's nothing. It's a tile. But a hole isn't nothing. So then she decides to take a step down. So let's go ahead and just fix this. I think we can do it really quickly just by simply saying if down is nothing, or if down is not, no, if down is nothing. In other words, it's whole. So I think that might fix it. Let's just check. Now she's checking. Oh, no. If not nothing. Yeah. Because we're checking down. So if down is not nothing, then okay. I think that'll work. That's the thing about programming. You're always testing, and then boom, 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 and pick up. Perfect. Oh, gotta remember those conditional operators. Okay, so we're about 20 minutes in. I think we'll finish this one. We'll do this one, and maybe, well, this one isn't anything. This is a cutscene. We'll do this one just to show you kind of how it gets, and then it might end up being we do only 1 or 2 of these per episode after that, just because later on, once you get about here, I think it says now you need to do 2 conditions. One is to run it in as few steps as possible, or have as few commands, and then the other one is have it run in as few, or how fast the program actually runs. How many, we'll explain it when we get there. So we're on the collation station. So here we have our people. Now this is going to be different because we're gonna, well, let's just read it. We gotta find out. Looks like there's arrows here, so we're probably placing them right here, would be my guess. The engineers left data all over the floor. Those people have no appreciation for style or art. Okay, let's pick up all the data cubes and organize them into a nice line along the bottom row, right between those useful arrows. But watch out for that infinite hole. What? How can you know where data cubes are? Or where infinite holes are? Well, it says here, remember your if command. It will illuminate the world around you. People say the world around me is a haze of confusion. Okay, so what we need to do is we need them to step forward, or probably an if. So we need them to check if a data cube's in front of them. So if there is not a data cube in front of them, so if not data cube, then we want them to step forward. And we're going to want to do this multiple times. Oops, one thing. I think. Because then they'll step forward, then they're going to check if there's a data cube, step forward, check if there's a data cube, step forward. Now, when there is a data cube directly in front of them, do we have to, I think we have to step forward again, don't we? Or can we just, oh yeah, we can, I wonder, we now have this little box here, so I wonder if we could say, so I think we have to say, I think normally the pickup would be just in front of you. Now it's saying there's actually a spot you can pick up 1 block in front of you. So I think that will work. So here they're going to step forward and they're all going to pick up their block. So if this works, they should stop in the spot where they are and pick up their block. Let's see if this works. Check, pick up. So that looks like it worked like we wanted. Of course, he's not happy because we didn't actually put them where we want. So once we have our block up, what we want to do then is check if there is a gaping hole. So we're going to step forward until there's a gaping hole, right? So if not gaping hole, then they can step forward again. So step forward, and then we want to jump it to right there, and then if there is the gaping hole, then we just want them to, do we need to have them step forward once more? I think we do, because they'll actually... No, because they'll be right here. So then we just want them to drop. And this should be this program for us. Because we shouldn't need anything else. Alright, let's try it. Checking, pick up, walking, up, walking, walking, drop. Perfect! Whoa! Now we're living dangerously. Really on the edge. Ha ha ha. Perfect. That worked out pretty good. Alright, here's another little intro thing. Buy drink.
Congratulations, you're doing great.
I cannot believe how great you're doing.
As your employee morale officers,
We are here to offer occasional tips on how to keep your workers feeling delighted.
for example,
Come on up, Jeff.
we find that workers appreciate an occasional confirmation of a job well done,
You might say, congratulations, you're doing great.
followed by a gentle but firm pat on the rear.
On the rear.
That a boy, Jeff.
When I was his age, I was a refrigerator.
Good work, everyone.
You know how many salads wilted inside me?
With enough teamwork and engineering, even a kitchen appliance can become a mid-level office manager.
We're not just building data solutions.
We're building a family.
Okay, so this we're at 26 minutes. This will probably be our last one we do in this episode. Hopefully you're enjoying it. So let's go ahead and click that. Dynamic Angels. Whoa, that was a good cup of coffee. Who wants to do something crazy? See, that's a nice, steady, straight, horizontal line of data cubes. Let's be wild and turn it into a diagonal line. Haha, this is really good. Leave that first data cube where it is. Well, we don't have a guy, so we pretty much have to. And make that line descend like a staircase. Ha ha ha! Data's displayed at a 45-degree angle. Who ever heard of such a thing? Okay, so here, I guess it's going to want us to drop one here, one here, one here, one here, and then one here. So the only way we'll be able to do this, because if we tell them, you know, walk forward, drop, then everyone drops it. So then we have this diagonal and then a line here. So what we need to do, did this if, let's just check something real quick. Yes, so we can do a condition checking above us. So what we'd want to do is pick up our cube, walk forward. In fact, I think I'm going to have them walk forward first, so we're all on the cubes. And then once we're here, we check if diagonally from them there is a cube. If there is, they can put it down. If this person checks, there won't be a cube here, there won't be a cube there, there won't be a cube there, and so on and so forth. So we don't have to worry about multiple people dropping them all at once. Every time there's a cube up in the left corner or up and to the left, they'll drop their cube. So let's go ahead and do this. First thing we do is step forward because we know we can do that, and we all pick up our cubes. So then we want to check in that left corner if there is a cube. Then, so if there is a data cube, then we want to drop our thing. Other words, or in this case we really don't need other words because it's always going to do it. We want to I think what we want to do is put a step in here as well, right down in here and walk forward, and then they'll do the check again, and this should go until they're all done. Let's see if this works. I think it should. So she's checking there, she puts hers down, oh, but she's still walking. I don't know if that matters. You did it. I don't think it mattered. I don't think there's a way specifically to tell her not to step forward. I guess we could saying if, I don't know, if you said they weren't holding the data cube, then they won't walk anymore, I guess. But that's basically what we want. You did it! Oh no! What have we done? So now you can see we actually have this thing that is keeping track. So here you can see they were saying complete it in 6 or fewer seconds. We actually completed it in 5, so we did better. And then there's also the size challenge, to be able to do this in 5 or fewer commands. So I think if we just had them pick up the cube in front of them, I don't know, we could try that. So now one nice thing, if this is like the other one, yes it is, there's these tabs. So what we can do is, this is the second one, so we're going to copy this whole program and we're going to just paste it in here. So this will be the second condition, or the second challenge. This is going to be the primary challenge, or that first one. So this is the one to do it in as few commands as possible. So I wonder if we do, so if we get rid of this step, right? In fact, we could probably accomplish both these just by saying pick up the cube in front of you, because now we only have 5, and they should walk forward, because when they start, the cube will be here in their hand. They'll check up there, I believe. So let's just try this. Maybe we'll get both of them. So there we go. They're checking both. This might take the 6 seconds at least. But we still did it, and we did it in the 5. So here we can see 5. And in this one did take the 6. So we're going to keep our other one, because we actually even shaved off an extra second of how long it took. And that's basically because they had to do that first before they took their first step forward. But I think that's pretty good. Alright guys, well we're at 30 minutes. These episodes might be around, oh look, we could go back and revisit these guys and see what they want us to do on them. But hopefully you enjoyed this. These will probably be around the 30-minute mark, just because I don't have as many episodes. Well, I don't have any episodes going up. So I'll give you a little bit longer episode with this one, so you can get your fill. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. You'll probably be able to find this. It seems like it'd be illogical to put this both on my Tasman channel and my Taz Teaches channel. So if you're watching it on the Tasman channel, don't forget about my Great Big Game giveaway. When I hit 1,000 subs, I'm giving away 50, now 7 Steam games, because this came with a copy of Human Resource Machine. So I have one of those to give away as well. Yeah. But if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, check out my Discord and my other channels. That's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.